Hello, my name is Clara Arias Baumgarten, and I am an owner of an office supplies company and vendor to multiple agencies of the federal government. My company is a company focused on quality, service, and value as recognized by our registration as an ISO 9001-2009 registered company. We can be found on the internet at Machine-Solution.com. Based in Houston, Texas, we have installed and sold high-technology office equipment and supplies across the country and overseas as well. For almost 5 years, my company has given exceptional service and attention to our federal government customers. Our most recent General Service Administration audit produced an exceptional rating, but that rating means nothing to our company going forward. Recently, my company and approximately 500 GSA contractors on Schedule 75 have been the victim of some outrageous business practices by the Office of Management and Budget, Federal Procurement Policy, through a contracting called the Federal Strategic Sourcing Initiative Blanket Purchase Agreement, and directed by the esteemed Mr. Daniel Gordon. Allow me to provide some history. Before the introduction of the FSSI BPA, government agencies purchased their office supplies through Schedule 75, and it was a competitive environment and provided the government with not only competitive pricing, but also skilled and knowledgeable vendors who saved the government money by directing the purchasing agents to the correct products for the application intended. This is customer service that no call center can provide. These 500 Schedule 75 contractors consisted of woman-owned, veteran-owned small business, service-disabled veteran-owned small business, SBA certified small disadvantaged business, SBA certified hub zone firm, and SBA certified 8A firm. 7 classes of vendors in total. In 2005, the Office of Management and Budget was directed to implement Federal Strategic Sourcing Initiative Blanket Purchase Order Agreement in the hope of saving money by consolidating government purchasing power. Our good former President, George W. Bush, set this incompetent plan in motion. The first FSSI was a failure, but our incompetent bureaucrats with intense tunnel vision marched forward with a new FSSI BPA initiative. Now, Mr. Daniel Gordon has received his marching orders to implement this FSSI BPS from our good current President Obama. What follows is a litany of conspiracy to cause the failure, bankruptcy, and massive layoffs of some 500 scheduled 75 contractors. On December 23, 2009, we received an email invitation from Ms. Lori Witherspoon of the GSA. The invitation reads as follows. FSSI Office Supplies BPA Listen to Industry Day. GSA is recompeting this BPA and invites you to present lessons learned from the first generation and to provide us with insights as we move forward towards the second generation. When? January 13, 2010. Time, 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Where? GSA Headquarters, GSA Auditorium, 1800 Street Northwest, Washington, D.C. 20405. Who? All are welcome, but be advised that the procurement will only be open to contract holders on Schedule 75 under Category 75-200 who are Ability 1 authorized distributors. Register online http://www.fssgsa.gov events. The opportunity to provide us with your insights and experiences with this program will be on a first come, first served basis with a limited number of time, spaces available. So don't delay. Register today. Note that subtle invitation is only to those who have an Ability 1 contract as well as Schedule 75 contract. Note the subtle limited number of spaces available. This now limited the pool of prospective contracts to only 40 companies, those that had both Ability 1 contracts and Schedule 75. This is an outrageous limitation of competition and will be illegal if practiced by business in the USA. Allow me to emphasize, contractors invited had to have both Ability 1 contracts and Schedule 75. Due to time constraints, there was no possibility for our company to receive an Ability 1 contract in time to register for this meeting. On September 2, 2010, the GSA announced that a contract FSSI BPA had been awarded to 15 contractors, including Staples and Office Depot, effective October 1st, 2010. With a stroke of the pen, the Office of Management and Budget had struck a death blow to approximately 500 Schedule 75 contractors. Almost immediately, directives were sent from the Veterans Administration, the USDA, Department of Commerce, and US Navy to use the new 15 favored FSSI BPA contractors. In total, approximately 17 federal agencies are being mandated to the FSSI BPA. To make sure that the new FSSI BPA will be successful, the GSA redesigned their website to favor the FSSI BPA contractors. Using the search algorithm on gsaadvantage.gov, FSSI BPA contractors receive favorable treatment by being listed on the Office Solution FSSI link as well as the regular Office Solution link. The GSA purchasing has been gamed to allow only a few companies monopolize sales of office supplies to the federal government. A recently conducted survey by one of our small business partners has demonstrated that FSSI has actually higher pricing than the GSA Advantage schedules over 70% of the time. Additionally, despite the assurances that small businesses are given a level playing field, the last quarter IFF reports prove that the two big businesses on the FSSI, Office Depot and Staples, have garnered over 50% of all FSSI sales. If the mandate is not lifted, a majority of small business contractors will be driven out of business, and the two big box retailers have a majority of all federal office supply sales. Consider that municipalities and state governments have accused Office Depot of massive billing errors, and consider that a U.S. District Court decreed that Staples violated a patent of stapler manufacturer. Why would the federal government issue a contract to these two companies? Why would federal agencies mandate the use of this anti-competitive contract? Has Mr. Gordon no shame? Has Mr. Obama no shame? Does he understand that this mandate is causing massive layoffs from small businesses? No, they have a fat salary and have no interest in the big picture. Consider that Office Depot uses call centers staffed by people working from their home and also staffed by overseas call centers. Are those overseas call centers providing jobs for Americans? For the love of God, I am ashamed of these politicians, former President Bush, President Obama, and Mr. Gordon. I think it may be time for a nice cup of hot tea for this Hispanic small business owner. All of you join me in drinking a cup of hot tea.